Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Why buy the lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through, living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Your turn. Nice job, dude. Oh yeah. Where's that go? Where's that go? Ooh. Rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, roll it up, dude, roll it up. Make that house, dude. What it do, my people? Kadoya Shayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Great sound. Bangers. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Shalom, shalom, my brothers and sisters. How y'all feeling today? I'm just tapping in. As you guys can see, the topic of this video is going to be why is there a rise in mental health concerns? I just want to show you guys a little bit of the back scenes of what I do as far as providing mental health services. And I pretty much want to break down what behavior is. So this video that I'm about to show is going to be able to hit on that topic of behavior, and then I'll be on live with you guys soon after we, review some of this video, and then let's have this discussion. Why is there a rise in mental health concerns? Let me know in the chat if everything is coming through loud and clear. Put some ones in the chat, some prayer hands in the chat. I see we got Jamaica in the chat. You feel me? What it do, love? Hey, definitely a topic to be discussed. King Connect in the building. Shalom, shalom. I say he been blessed. You already know. Well, hey, family, stay tuned, tap in. Let's hear what, the video about behavior is going to be bringing out. And let's try to use the topic to answer this question at hand. Why is there a rise in mental health concerns? Stick with me, family. Let's get back to the video. Thank you so much for the like. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Hey, y'all see what's going on here. one of my studies, I want to be able to introduce to my channel as far as what I'll be doing in the back scenes, and that's the field of psychology, being able to study the mind, being able to correlate the scientific to the spiritual, and knowing that if we have a relationship with our mind and if we behave accordingly, where does all that come from? And how do we make sure that we function righteously, So, as y'all can see by the title, The Psychology of Behavior, the psychology of the mind. What you believe ultimately formulates how you behave and also creates what you become. Yeah, I know. Hey, what it do? You say he been waiting on this one. Hey man, I'm blessed to be able to have the space to finally put it out there, Osaya Delivery, what it do. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, everybody in the overflow, everybody watching this on playback, man. I appreciate y'all, Violet Black, what it do? Hey, Violet, I see you. Just know I got something for you. I see you, and just know I have something for you, okay? For real. Cynthia, shalom. Hey, who would I be if I ain't grinding out here? Who would I be? I just make sure every day think about how I can progress. So I'm thankful to be able to get on this platform and actually grow and build with my family. So before we even get into it, y'all already know ain't nothing gonna change. We still gonna vibe right quick. You feel me? Hold on, let me. Since we talking about the mind right now, let me go ahead and get y'all in tune right swift. Man. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High for this, man. Because we want to be able to know how to operate in this life. Then we need to make sure that our minds are strong enough to be able to put the pieces to the puzzle together. And if y'all didn't know, man, in the back scenes off of YouTube, I actually am in the field of psychology. I implement therapeutic services to kiddos who have intellectual disabilities. So as far as them being able to perform daily tasks, even up to them communicating, I make sure that I implement the programs in order for them to build on those skill sets, those fundamental skill sets of living life. So it's a blessing, man, for real. And I just want to be able to share that knowledge, be able to grow with my people and say, hey, this is something that we can get a part of and actually make sure that we take it back righteously to, hey, I don't want to see any of my kiddos classified as having autism or development disabilities. So just to be able to nip that in the bud and have the solutions for it, hey, I'm in there. Let me go ahead and play this joint right quick. Let me vibe with y'all before we get into it. I got some info. This is just gonna be an intro to the series. So I'm just gonna discuss what I'm gonna be talking about moving forward when y'all see, the psychology of the mind and the behaviors. Just know that this is going to be a building of series of information in order for not just myself, but for you also to analyze behavior. You believe, that's how you're going to behave, and that's what you're going to become ultimately. So just being able to give those fundamental tools out for people to help grow their mind, Let me go ahead and play this joint right swift, y'all. Let me go ahead and play this joint. Okay.
Active by night. Keep going crazy.
Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'd be fine.
When all the stars align, let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine. When all the stars align, let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine. When all the stars align, let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine. When all the stars align, let me confess to you. Can I tell you the truth? When I look at you, I just see a reflection of me. So I wanna treat you heavenly, aspiring to be extra than the ordinary. Yeah. Let me confess to you. When I look at you, I just see the proof of God grace in me. Let me confess to you.
Okay, gotta have a song talking about the mind, man. Let me confess to y'all real quick.
Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine. When all the stars align, let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine. When all the stars align, let me confess to you. Yeah. Let me confess to you. Okay. Can I confess to you? Can I massage your mind? Yeah. Let you know it'll be fine. Yeah. Let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine. When all the stars align, let me confess to you. Let me massage your mind. Let you know it'll be fine. When all the stars align.
And y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on over here, man. Can I confess to you? Can I massage your mind? Let you know it'll be fine when all the stars align. So, hey, we just got to vibe before we get into it, man. Just to know that the message behind the song was literally how can you make sure that you moving accordingly in life if your mind ain't right. So in order to even get your mind right, confess, speak. What are you thinking? What are the words? When you get on these social media platforms, they always ask you, what's on your mind? How are you feeling? Just to be able to confess that, just to be able to communicate and share what's on your mind. That is a part of having a healthy mindset, having the tools to be able to express it. So y'all. Can you express what's on your mind? Yeah. What Lil Lee said. Can you tell people how you feel? Hey baby, how you feel? You feel happy? I would say she's feeling pretty happy right now. She's smiling. She's laughing. And my question is to you all. Do you ask yourself how you feeling? And can you identify how you feel? And when we're talking about this topic of mental health, know that your feelings, know that how you display your behavior definitely goes hand in hand. So, hey family, I will be on pretty soon and we're going to have this discussion. I just want you guys to get this vaccine of the overall conversation of why I'm even bringing this out. And for myself, I wanted to show you all the angle that I'm looking at it as far as a so-called certified mental health technician. So let's get back to the video, family. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all already know what's going on. The psychology behind behavior and just being able to analyze what it really means when you think. You feel me? 88 Soul, what's good with the family, man? Hey, you all good, bro? This is recorded, but we be live with it, man. We be live with it. You feel me? So ain't nothing but the playback button on here, man.
Hey, this is a new series, the psychology of the mind, the psychology of behavior, just being able to break down literally the scientific aspect of it, but also implementing some spiritual biblical concepts as well. And if y'all didn't know already, I my day job is being a therapist for kiddos who have intellectual disabilities. So on the autism spectrum, I find myself implementing programs to children who lack the communication skills, who lack the appropriate behaviors, who seem to have a delayed response when it comes to interacting with individuals. So being qualified to speak on the psychology of the mind, myself personally, going through school, going through these many tests and rigmaroles of life, it was like, who can I really talk to? Who can I really have as a therapist, you know? And when you truly think about a therapist, you think about those people who make you sit on a couch, you leaning back, they over here got their notepad, they taking notes of what you're saying, they showing you pictures, and it's like, can we go to those people and figure out, you know, how to make sure that our mind is functioning? Can we go to those people and make sure that our behaviors are aligned? And then what do we become after we have contact with those people? Do we become better, or do we keep on seeing these people? Like, what? I didn't know who or where to turn to when I was going through my adolescence, as far as, hey, so I needed to make sure that my mind was straight, because the things that I was seeing, things that I was interacting with, I'm just like, that's not me. You know, as a young Black male, there's many times in a society where they try to portray you as something less than valuable. So it's like that really plays a role on our minds as we're growing up. And it's like, truly what you believe about yourself is how you're going to behave. And that's ultimately how you're going to become. So just being able to bring this topic out to the spectrum of YouTube, man, I feel blessed. I'm definitely graced to be able to speak on this in a field where it's not too many of individuals that look like me. And trust me, I know why. You know, all glory, all honor, all praises to the Most High. To say to enter into a field where you're talking about the mind, and to enter into a space where you're not dealing with so-called behavior problems. You're dealing with spiritual aspects that these children have not been able to identify. So bringing, in a sense, where when I walk into the field, I don't look at these children as a study. I look at them as saying, man, how can I get them back realigned and reconnected with the Most High? And you know, certain practices, of course, religion, you know, is banned from even colluding with these ideas, because it's such a scientific study that y'all know how it go, man. Y'all know how it go. But you know, we're gonna keep on vibing right quick. I got one more vibe before we get into it, man. Just to know that the paradigm is shifting right now. We making sure that we raising the kingdom on all fronts, and that's just not through business, but the way we communicate, the way we teach, the way we actually have these relationships. So being able to identify the mind and the psychology behind the behavior of what we're doing is very integral to our success. A paradigm shift is about to happen, y'all. It's about to be a paradigm shift, man. Y'all already know what I'm gonna play next.
And yeah, family, as y'all hearing and seeing early Lee talk about this topic, the paradigm is definitely shifting, and where you have a rise in these cases of mental health. I see Jamaica already in the building. Hey, talking about, because everyone nowadays has their own opinions and their own truths about everything. Overcomplicating simple things, got to be a lot on the mental for that. Hey, and to say, one of the things I look at as far as the mental health concerns, I mean, y'all already know what month is next month, and where it's like very overcomplicating the simple things, overcomplicating what a boy and what a girl is. And so when I even look at those people, and let's really take it into account, family, about 50 years ago, 60 years ago, I've done my research, I'm in the field, those people who considered that lifestyle were also considered to be somewhat of mental health concern patients. So you got to really look at what's happening nowadays, what's really being brought out, what's really being promoted, to say that mental health issues and the problems are being promoted, but the solutions aren't. King Connect coming through and said, the Most High supplies my peace. I think mainly because I have faith that He will guide and protect me through my obedience. Hey, and we're going to dive deeper into the conversation, man. I just want to let Early Lee go ahead and vibe with y'all right swift. And then I'm going to be on, and we're going to tackle this conversation here, man. So I appreciate y'all engaging. Y'all already know, man, on this side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. And one of the ways we can do that is by having higher level conversations, having a consciousness about how it is that we're thinking, why we're thinking what we're thinking, and why do we behave in a certain way? Why do we communicate? Why do people call certain individuals like myself the N-word instead of kings? Wouldn't that be more beneficial for someone's mental health if we communicate to them in a regard of a high fashion versus a demeaning one? Hey, let's just vibe and then we gonna get into it, family, because I could go on and on. Let's get it, family. Y'all already know. I got some slides ready. I got the content ready. So you on this channel, we still gonna make sure that we encouraging, inspiring, and motivating before we get into the talk. So you feel me? Without no further ado, I got that paradigm that just dropped, man. Y'all show the boys some love, man. Go share this, go play it, go vibe with it. Tell me if you like it, tell me if you don't. Let me know. Let me know what's on your mind. You feel me? So that I can improve on my behavior, But we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. I ain't getting no sound on my side. Let me try that again, y'all. There we go.
What?
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Paradigm shifting, the bill is uplifting, but I am not drifting through God's grace. I'm gifted like fabrics, I'm knitted, got faith in the fittings. Yeshua, I'm spitting metaverses metaphorically, rhyming. I'm giving the blocks like the seed, displaying divinely artistry, manifesting everything I believe. So I achieve. Anything is probable with the Most High. Anything is possible. Paradise, paradox, parallel, paragon, perpetuated, paranoia, parasite, parabon, prayers penetrating, peace, shalom. Yeah, Yasharala, we rise. Lotus Shafa, blessed be the wise. Tribally vibe, priest of my hood, the word verified. Hit from the heavens, supplication, reveling dwellings. Oh Lord, thou art my west and my comfort, I resting. Abba, ya flexing. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm in the paradigm with the plan and time. Gotta persevere, praise and poet mind. So as I walk through the valley, the trials, the troubles, I count it all joy, the tribulations. I send forth my praises, they keep me humble. Even though I stumble, I keep my head up. The going gets tough. Persistently demonstrating, be consistent. No man is perfect. Progression is worth it. Practice what's worth it. You can see that you could be dreaming, becoming reality. Why touch the sky, paint the galaxy? Miracles happen every day. Be hate and faith, treasures abundantly. The paradigm, patterns of belief. The veil is uplifting, but I am not drifting through Yah's grace. I'm gifted like fabrics, I'm knitted. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Paradigm shifting, the villas uplifting, but I am not drifting through Yah's grace. I'm gifted like fabrics, I'm knitted. Got faith in the fittings, Yeshua, I'm spitting. Yeah. Metaverses, metaphorically, creating divinely artistry. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get into it, man. Y'all know what I had to do over here. I had to vibe with y'all right quick, man. We just went through the mind, man. We just went through the paradigm and really being able to analyze truly, how do we communicate? How do we behave? And what do we become? So when we talk about our minds, in what aspect, how can you improve your mindset?
And that's a perfect segue. I believe that we can hit on that talking point right there. Family, when we talk about mental health, we're talking about the state of your thoughts being somewhat able to grow. So let's consider this. How do you maintain mental growth? How do you maintain some sort of sustenance around how you think? And one of the forms of fashion of where I've been implementing within the practice that I do of being a technician, a behavioral analyst, is also considering how we communicate towards one another. To say, when you wake up, what do you say to yourself? Or what does the environment say to you? Know that all of this has an effect on how you behave. Know that all of this has an effect of your mental capacity, of your mental growth. If someone is over here telling you everything that you cannot do in life, if someone is over here just yelling at you, if someone is over here just pretty much demeaning you every way and which way possible, is that going to be a catalyst? Is that going to be an empowering situation for you to have a growing mindset? So one of the first things that I want to tackle is, why is there a rise in mental health concerns? Oh, let's check it out. How do you communicate with yourself? And how do you communicate with the people around you? And in the simplest fashion, I can relate it back to music. Music is one of the ways that we communicate. Music is one of the ways that we express. Music is literally thoughts being put forth into reality. So when you talk about what music you like, what you listen to, who's communicating to you, the artist or some sort of fashion or some along the lines of that, you have to discuss, what is this conversation consisting of? Or is this conversation even conscious at all? Are they just unconsciously stating things that don't deal with what you're doing as far as being beneficial for you? And when you really look at it, family, I hear the music. I see the conversations taking place. I see some of the mainstream artists and the engagement and inspiration and conversations that they have. And let's just say, man, people that look like me have a very fixated fascination with communicating negatively towards one another. Why is that? Simple, family. We were taught. That's the only way that people communicated towards us. That's the only way that we communicated, and we accepted that form of communication. So breaking this down in the sense of saying, if you're not being spoken to or in an environment where people are communicating towards you that is uplifting and encouraging and inspiring for you to even want to love yourself, what do you think is going to happen to your mental state? Is it going to be growing, or is it going to be in a state of mental health concerns. So let's keep on expanding. Let's keep on bringing out. I really want to get to the point where I bring out one of the slides. So here we go, family. Let's just tag back into the video. How can you study something that's technically not right in front of you? How can you analyze something that you can't even see? You can't see your mind. I mean, if you close your eyes, I guess you can see what's inside your mind, but you can't hold it in your hands and see your mind to study it. But I'm gonna give y'all some tips, man. I'm gonna give y'all some little gems what I've learned throughout my going through of experiences. You know, being able to actually figure out what behavior means, what my behavior is, where do I stand as far as me interacting with other people. And so that ultimately grows my mind as I figure out, hey, this is how I'm supposed to behave because this is what I want to become. So this is what I believe. So we really got to tap into that part of, hey, our minds are valuable tools, and whatever we put inside of it, whatever we believe, that's how we're going to behave. How many people truly believe that their mind is a tool of untapped potential, where you safeguard your mind? You don't let any negativity come into your mind. And in this day and age, as far as with all the social media and everything that you allow to subconsciously or unconsciously to get into your mind, know that that affects your mental health. And so let's go ahead and break down this aspect, because I want to talk to y'all and I really want it to make sense. What is mental health? What does it even mean? Y'all already know, man. On the side of YouTube, we got to break it down so we got this comprehension of what we're talking about. So I just want to bring it up on the screen, family. Let's go ahead and read here. Your mental health includes your emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also determines how we handle stress, relate to others, and make healthy choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. Let's take it on that emotional side. And family, I wanted to let y'all guys know that I'm not perfect. I'm not over here saying that I have 100% great mental health. To say that every day is another opportunity for me to lay down these bricks to grow my mental health. But if we don't know what we're actually talking about or looking for when we're discussing these subjects, it's hard to be able to manage or behave in a certain way to become something. And once you look at this world and how they're behaving and what they're becoming, and basically the crisis that is at hand, and family, I see this. And this is why I'm making this live right now, because it's prevalent to the point where people are literally losing their minds. They don't know how to behave. Any little stress factor that comes about, hey, it's the end of the world for them. Where, hey, you have some people who succumb to those options that they're no longer here. And I'm here to intercede. Hey, this is what can I say? Social media behavior intervention. So, in a sense of being able to analyze your emotions, that's a very great skill. And becoming a man, becoming someone who is looked at as an emotional stability counterpart of, the woman. When you look at men and women, let me just take a toll in the chat. Which one do you think is more in control of their emotions. Let me see, chat. Let me see if I still got some people engaging with me. And I don't want to throw nobody under the bus or nothing, but let's keep it real. Which one, as far as man or woman, do you believe has the most emotional safeguard? Has the most, how can I say, regulation of their emotions? Is it man or is it women? And why would you believe so? If I could get one person to just respond to that in the chat so we could build on this conversation at hand, because I really want to talk about why there is a rise in mental health concerns. And one of the reasons why I believe so is because of the emotional unbalance. You have people who obviously cannot deal with the daily emotions that they go through. And earlier in this stream, family, I had hinted on how are you communicating? How are you expressing? How are you talking to one another? Say, hey, I'll be having some very long and stressful days and frustrating days at work, family, where I get back and my wife is looking at me, my kids are looking at me, and hey, emotionally, I'll be having to let them know where I'm at. Hey, give me some space. I mean, I'm happy right now, but at the end of the day, I don't want to be around anybody. My emotions right now, I'm a little frustrated. I can communicate that. I can describe what type of emotional state that I'm in. I can describe why I'm feeling that way, and ultimately being able to come up with ways to cultivate peace. And so one of the ways to do that is communicating it. You know, once you tell somebody, hey, I'm frustrated, man, I just need some space, to say that that's way better than just lashing out, being in an emotional rage, not knowing how to even communicate how you feel. Many people don't have those words. Many people don't have that internal reflection to be able to describe how they feel, which is very pivotal. And so now we're in a society, obviously, where people are feeling all of these emotions, but can't even describe it, can't even understand it, can't even elaborate it, to the point where their behavior is so unhinged. Why is there a rise in mental health concerns? Easy. People do not know how to regulate their emotions. Woo. Mika say, let's just say when it comes to you and I controlling emotions, you're definitely better at it. Hey, Mika, what you doing in the chat? Don't be telling everybody your business now. And really, it's a learning point for me too, because I know that it's a way that you teach me things about my emotions where, hey, sometimes it is a great idea to scream, but look at the context and the environment. They say that those are coping mechanisms, right? To just let out a burst, right? But in reality, when you're able to communicate, when you're able to express oneself, to say that your emotional state is pretty much under your control, where your emotions is not controlling your behavior. And yeah, I can be mad. Yeah, I can be frustrated. So does that then turn me into a person who behaves so irate? Or do I communicate in a fashion where I'm like, hey, I'm frustrated. I need space. Let me go to my spot. Let me get at least 10 minutes to myself. Let me cool down. Let me go draw a picture right quick. Let me go make a song, you feel me? Hold on. Here it come. I wonder if y'all hears me when I pray. I wonder if y'all sees me when the skies are gray. You feel me? And so it really brings me back into that whole topic of communicating. Being able to express, to have your emotions in a state of regulation. Otherwise, hey, you're just going to be a person out here who is, for lack of better words, dysfunctional, socially awkward. Hey, they can't communicate with people and express how they feel. All they can do is lash out. All they can do is behave in a way that is not appropriate in certain situations. And to say, hey, you can do anything you want to in a realm of your own space. But once you get around others and your behaviors start to be a little bit more negative than positive, you have to check yourself. And so one of the things, family, and I'm going to just share my personal experience with dealing with some emotions as far as at work. Hey, it get to the point where I had to tell my wife, man, and even one of my brothers that hit me up today, my father, I was talking to him the other day, and I just had to let him know. I'm like, man, I'm frustrated. I've been feeling very discouraged in my walk. I've been feeling as though, it's very stressful just trying to climb. And you got people that's just putting their foot in your way. And it's like these people unknowingly, possibly knowingly, put their foot out to try to trip you. But as a person who is somewhat in the guise of having great mental health, how do you behave if you see someone doing something towards you that may be not to your liking? Do you communicate that to them? Or do you behave in a way where obviously you're lashing out? I'm at work, family. And let's just say I had to change my behavior up because I wanted to be someone who resembles, be a model of someone who obviously has some reverence of emotional stability. Hey, communicate to me. I'm going to communicate to you. At work, I'm going through it. Things are not what I want it to be. It's frustrating. I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm feeling discouraged. And to say, if I had horrible mental health, what will be my behaviors if I'm going through all these emotions? Have y'all ever seen a kid not get a piece of candy that they wanted? Have y'all ever seen a baby not get a toy that they wanted? And when that behavior, when that emotion takes over that kid, that baby, and literally to the point where they're just crying, screaming, yelling, kicking, saying anything towards you, hey, I hate you, and you're this, you're that. Get to the point where aggression comes involved. Get to the point where physically you have to make sure that you're safe from these people. Not only are you safe from these people, but you have to make sure that these people are safe from themselves. Because at that point in time, someone who is considered mentally unhealthy is not only a concern for the people around them, but a concern for themselves. Let me see what's going on. I am Frequency in the building. Salute. Man, and hey, you see a lot of people engage in a self-destruction type of behavior. Facts. Which is very demonic, and so this is something that obviously me in this scientific field, they shy away from bringing up the spiritual aspect. But as I'm walking through and I see these kids, or even I see the adults behaving in a certain way where I'm just like, is this appropriate? I'll be like, what's their spiritual aptitude right now? What's their emotional state, mental health looking like? And to say, family, you cannot really separate those two notions right there as far as your emotions and your spirituality, because they pretty much go hand in hand. And just reflecting back onto my experience at work, if I would have engaged in certain behaviors where, I'm just yelling and I'm just negative around everybody, and to the point where it's just not a conducive environment. To say that I feel like as though I appropriate my behavior in a way where if I am feeling an emotion, hey, give me space and I'm gonna communicate that to you in the most respectable way I can. And family, hear me out. Dealing with certain entities, and even from the aspect of man versus women, there are different levels of emotional stability that other people have. So you got to take that in consideration as well. Me saying, hey, I just don't want to talk right now, or hey, I'm telling you how I feel, and also expressing what makes me feel this way. Honestly, how more appropriate can you be when you express how you feel versus engaging in a behavior that can be very aversive to your environment and very aversive to yourself? And I'm bringing all of this out, family, because it's the month of May, right? And every month they pretty much bring awareness to all aspects of life right now. So May is Mental Health Month, and y'all already know what's happening next month. The irony, man. The irony of the society that we live in, where it's like we're questioning what's going on with people, but we're not really asking the right questions. And my question is to you all, why is there a rise in mental health concerns? Can anyone elaborate? And then let's take it even further. We see that mental health deals with your emotions, how you think, psychology, your well-being socially. So when I'm able to have these conversations on these platforms and be able to connect with people, it's pretty much me analyzing what are the behaviors, how are people feeling, how are people thinking, and obviously, can they even socialize? Because that has to do with the guise of having some sort of mental health stability. If you have someone who cannot speak, if you have someone who cannot obviously express to you in one of the ways that we do, which is verbally, they're going to come up with other ways to express how they feel. And that is what some people do. That is what majority of people are doing right now. And as we see a bunch of people coming out of the woodworks saying that they have these so-called disorders like anxiety or schizophrenia or all of these other behavioral impacting sociological malfunctionings, I would like to say, where it puts me in a space to want to sit down with these people and really question, because I want them to express how they feel, what's making them feel this way, and ultimately being able to come up with solutions on how they can improve their behavior. Because there's a rise in mental health concerns, and obviously you have these doctors, and truthfully, are they helping? Are they bringing about a cure? Man. And I know this topic, when we talk about people's mental stability, is very touchy. not everybody is able to express how they feel. Because obviously, not everybody even knows how they feel. Nobody even knows why they're feeling some type of way. And that is one of the ground bases that I want to be able to have a conversation on. What do you feel? And why do you feel that way? And once you're able to analyze that, family, you're able to come into the scope of comprehending your own mental health and being able to cultivate a scale of saying, hey, I'm growing. When I was a child, oh yeah, I used to get mad. I used to get very frustrated. I used to get very agitated. To say I couldn't express that through words. So I expressed it through my behaviors, by crying, by falling out, by lashing out physically, you know. My mom was literally telling me the other day how I used to bite her. And as a kid, you know, you go through these times where you're growing mentally of how to emotionally control yourself, control your thoughts, and being able to go out in the world and socialize. Do you know how many socially awkward people there are in this day and age right now? And I can just obviously see it by just going on any social media platform where majority of people do not talk anymore. Or let me just say this. Majority of people do not make sense when they're talking. Or even people just don't even talk. They're just on a so-called camera dancing or doing some type of behavior where you just like, what's going on? But when you really look deeper into it, you really see the aspect of someone engaging in the behavior, engaging in some sense of trying to express themselves. And now we're in a space, now we're in the world where it's like, what's the correct way to express yourself? What is the healthy way to express yourself? Well, family, one of the ways that I express myself and being able to give you all tips with that, simply communicating. What I'm doing right now as I'm talking to you guys, this is one of the ways that you can improve your mental health by expressing your thoughts. Being able to analyze what you're thinking about and putting it into words, and having someone who's communicating to you to give you feedback, to give you solutions, and to ultimately, hopefully that person is full of some type of righteous spirit to be able to uplift you. And so I found myself throughout my many days, man, engaging in this art form of communication, which helps me overcome many of these battles of mental health. Shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to my sisters. Shout out to my beautiful wife. Shout out to my kids. Man, I can name a few. My brother King Connect already in the building. My brother Dion Grace. My brother Leon. And to say, these brothers, man, my brother Ja Judah, when we communicate and when I express to them, it's nothing but uplifting. It's nothing but encouragement. We look at each other and we say, keep your head up. I appreciate you telling me how you feel, and I comprehend how you feel. At the end of the day, hey, there's something better. And when you have people that can communicate to you back like that, it improves your thought process. It gets you out of that mindset of being in those disorders of having anxiety. It gets you out of that mindset of wanting to behave in a way that may be detrimental to your health or your environment. I Am Frequency said, I started studying narcissists, what narcissist abuse was. Tomorrow I learned the more I understood what the people around me couldn't communicate verbally, so they lash out in different ways. Yeah. And when I started noticing the behaviors that I was experiencing with the people around me, it helped me to understand what I was dealing with. And once you identify something, you can work past it. Point blank, period. Family, iron frequencies hitting it right on the head. When you're able to sit down with yourself and, hey, if you got somebody that's happy all the time, hey, they say that's a problem. You're happy all the time. You don't go through any other emotional state. To say, what perfect life are you living? And is that a reality? And even on the other spectrum, you have people who are so-called sad all the time. Man, how is that beneficial? And say we go through all these emotions as so-called human beings, and to be able to manage these emotions and to be able to articulate ourselves as we communicate about it, it brings us to a space where, like Iron Frequency said, you can identify the problem. And once you identify it, you can come up with solutions. And I'm at work, man, I'm frustrated, man, I'm angry, man, I'm feeling discouraged. They look at me and they be like, Lee. I had one co-worker come up to me and was like, hey, I see the same thing you see. Confirmation. Affinity. Being able to connect. To the point where this person was able to give me some encouragement. Hey, Lee, you great at what you do. I love what you do. Keep doing what you're doing. Those words right there, as I was feeling frustrated, as I was feeling angry, as I was feeling discouraged, made me feel happy. Made me feel a sense of camaraderie and peace. And made me feel encouraged. So as we're able to talk about how we feel and have other parties to be able to engage with us, know that these are tools that you can implement throughout your day. Even with yourself, you can tell yourself, hey, I'm feeling angry. But then once you have this conversation of what can I do to get me up out of this emotional state, you're able to see you don't need these doctors, these so-called therapists. And yeah, I'm coming at my own job. And I do my work to the point where I look at it as, if you keep coming back to me, I ain't doing my job. So I want all my kids, everybody that I have an impact with, to say that they have the skills to be able to cultivate their mental health and be able to live socially appropriately and engage with one another without going through these so-called behavioral disorders without any problems or without any outside influences as, oh, I need to go see my therapist. The simple fact that you got grown people, you got adults that need to go to therapy for 10 plus years is wild to me. Because obviously you're looking at it as, hey, what's the big problem here that's not getting fixed yet? Man, we got all this social media, but Iron Frequency said there's no socialization anymore. So is there to us to understand. They did say that 80% of diseases or more caused by parasites. I think everybody's infested in a brain full of heavy base metals. And so when you really think about a dis-ease, let's break down that word, family. Dis-ease. You're not easily moving around. You're not easily thinking. And one of the things that they pretty much tell you in the psychology field, and even within the field of, what's going on, baby? You sad right now? What can I do? What can daddy do to make you happy? You want a kiss? You want a hug? Come here. Oh, it's okay. You want something to eat? Or you want some water? You want some candy? Oh my goodness. I ain't got no candy right now. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna ask mommy to bring you some candy.
Okay.
Okay? Is that gonna be okay? If mommy bring you candy? Alright. Can I get a kissy? I love you.
Okay.
I know, I'm gonna get you some candy. Mommy gonna bring some candy for you. You silly, you silly. And as you guys can see, man, hey, being able to communicate, being able to express, real time, family. Y'all getting a real time intervention right here. You want some of my water? And to say she ain't even got words yet, but having that environment where people can obviously pay attention to what it is that you're feeling and being able to give you solutions on how to cope with whatever emotion that you're going through right now. That's very pivotal. How many people in their life had family members where if you were in an emotional state that was not beneficial for you, you were able to communicate to that and they made you feel a little bit better? You feel better? So this is why I say communication is one of the greatest tools to be able to overcome and combat this so-called concern in mental health. As you guys can see, and hopefully y'all heard, hey, my baby came in here crying. She came in here emotionally distressed. But being able to use that powerful tool of communication, identifying her emotion, and saying, hey, little one, it's gonna be all right. Daddy here with you. What can I do? I see you feel this type of way. Being able to understand how someone feels is a power indeed. Because having that connection with another person, you ultimately become their medicine. You can be able to point them in the direction while they're in that emotional state that they're not thinking about. You're able to give them that appropriate behavior, or you're able to analyze something that they weren't able to see. Hey, baby, I see you're sad right now. Is this something that you want? Say she probably just wanted to come in here and look at daddy right quick. Hold on, Mika talking about she's sleepy. Yeah, she's here sleepy. She over here. I ain't even gonna stunt. She well fed. She got a big belly right now too. She probably ready to go down too. I ain't want to ask her though. You feel me? I'm over here doing a live right now, but I'm man. All I could do is say all praise to the Most High. You guys were able to experience that real time, and as you heard her, as she was leaving out of here, she was singing. So being able to cultivate that environment immediately, it's a gift, and not everybody has it. And when you look at this world nowadays, and let's say you got people that's just crying all day long and don't stop. You got people that's under the facade of anxiety, under the facade of schizophrenia. Family, communicate with somebody. Express how you feel. Come up with words to be able to come up with something tangible so that you can identify the problem. Is it something that you want? Why are you behaving like this? Why are you crying right now? But know who to go to as well, family. You can't just be going to everybody and expressing how you feel, because not everybody's going to give you that exchange to be able to have you uplifted. And that's what I'm noticing as well. Especially dealing in this so-called realm of psychology and mental health and the scientific study of it. When you talk to these people, all that they do is base it off of numbers. Base it off of percentages. And when you lack a relationship, when you lack a comprehension, when you lack, hold on, wisdom, what do you think you're going to provide as far as a solution? Is it going to be sound? Talking about, yeah, I knew she was going to say that. You feeling sad? Aww. Will a hug make you feel better? Can I get a hug? You want to go to sleep? She didn't say yeah to that. So she know what she want, man. I know, baby. No, I'll be there. But Daddy wants you to be happy. Okay? Oh, come here. I know. So what's next? What we gonna do? You want to do Baby Shark dance? Alright, we'll do Baby Shark dance. Yeah, we gonna do Baby Shark. Okay? Alright. Just give me 5 minutes. You can have my water too. Yeah. My bad, y'all. Y'all getting a live rendition right now. Yeah, we gonna do it. But just to let you know, it takes a lot of fortitude. It takes a lot of patience. Especially when someone is coming to you in a wild range of emotions. To say that you yourself has to have your emotions in check. And I just want to break down what I did right there in the form of the scientific study, right? She was crying. One of the things that I see as far as behaviors is that many times we engage in them, and is it beneficial towards us getting what we want? And to say that I teach children who have those kind of social delays to be able to communicate and express what they want. And as a child, it's hard to really do that because you don't really know what everything is yet. And so to have a person, have an individual who is wise, who can connect with you, who can obviously see the environment beyond you just crying and say, you're engaging in this behavior because you want something. Let's talk about it. How do you feel? Okay, she told me she was sad. Okay. Guess what? As soon as I asked her how she was feeling, she stopped crying. She had to answer me. That is called a DRI. Different, reinforcement, incompatible. When you're engaging with someone, you will want to obviously engage in an appropriate behavior to enforce that behavior. So in terms of, hey, I'm not going to really talk to you or engage with you or give you something that you want if that behavior is not consistent to actually getting it. being able to give her another form of behavior to engage in, which is communication. Talk to me. Don't cry. Tell me what you want. How many people can look at a person and give them that safe space for them to be able to elaborate how you feel without using it against them, but making sure that you're cultivating a safe environment for them to be able to express? And in all seriousness, family, I look at this way of learning and teaching not just scientifically, but also spiritually. There's a way that we can operate with one another that communicates beyond just a notion of definitions. So it really gets to the point where I'm in this world, man, and I'm seeing this rise in mental health going on. And it's like, how many people communicate to one another righteously? How many people have their emotions in check to be able to take on the aspect of guiding someone to behave in a way that is appropriate? And that is where we start. That is where we look at. Family, why is there a rise in mental health concerns? If y'all didn't already get it right now, if y'all didn't already hear it in the back, there's a rise in mental health concerns. It's because people lack the skills to communicate on how they feel. I Am Frequency said, one thing that kids can experience from having narcissistic parents is not given the safe space with them at home to feel like they can communicate with their parent. And many parents run their households like slave ships. Hey, say they are raising little slave babies in their household, and you expect for them to be out there in the world and engage with people socially acceptable. But how can they really do that when they were in the household and all they did was get yelled at? Wasn't able to express how they feel. Wasn't given solutions on how to appropriate their behavior. So let's sit back as a people and really analyze what's going on here. Is there a rise in mental health concerns? Or is there just a decrease in connection, conversation, and emotional regulation? Ooh. Hey, I could take that one right there and put that one in a book. You feel me? Hey, coming soon, man. Hey, I promised her. I told her 5 minutes. She over there yelling at me right now. I'm gonna go ahead and have to do my job, man. I hope that this stream was nonetheless edifying. I hope that y'all were able to take away some nitbits from here. And we got a couple more days left in May. We got a couple more days left in May. I may tap back in with you guys and do another topic of mental health, and we'll hit on another aspect of it. But I just really want you guys to take this key away from here as far as comprehending how you feel throughout the day, being able to express your emotional state and being genuine with it, and finding that person that you can talk to, that you can lay out your frustrations, but also having these people around you where they can give you solutions. And hey, my brother King Connect in the chat, and he can attest to it. You know, we have conversations every other week, man, where we just sit down and we ask each other how we feeling. As men in this world, we are always told to not share how we feel. But then, obviously, is that astute? Is that great comprehension and understanding of how to deal and how to cope with certain situations if we just don't talk about it? And I want to change the narrative. I want to be able to connect with my brothers and sisters and really destroy this idea of these mental health issues, because there is solutions. The question is, are you even searching for them? Or are you just comfortable labeling yourself as another statistic of being someone who is suffering from mental health? Well, family, that's all I got for you guys right here, man. I love y'all. I thank y'all, man. If y'all haven't already, hit that like button. Share this video with people you feel as though that might need this conversation, might need to have this comprehension of what mental health is and how to deal with it, or being able to express their emotions and communications. Man, you already know. It's all love over here. I got one track I'm going to play on this way out, man. I was expressing my emotions. I needed this one. If my wife in the chat, she can attest, man. I was in the booth all night because I had to get this one out. And I really want to tell her too, man. I know we probably had a little miscommunication on how I was feeling during that time, but I really want to say now that I'm back in my emotional regulated state where I just be needing those times. And when I do create music, that's my time where it's me communicating to the Most High. It's me being able to use my talent and using that gift of artistry to bring and express myself, bring forth my thoughts. And that's a very powerful tool, family. That's why you see my artwork all around me. That's why, that's where I rock the fashion. It gives me a sense of where I can divert my behavior from anything that may be detrimental to my environment or even myself. So, baby, if you're watching, I love you. I thank you for helping me grow mentally and, being very understanding and comprehending who I am, and being very, I guess, loving. You gotta have people around you that love you first and foremost, because when you got people that don't love you and they trying to communicate to you and you express how you feel, they say that it may be feeling as though they may be getting attacked. But if someone truly loves you, they comprehend. Hey, this person just told me how they felt. This person just expressed to me what's making them feel some type of way. And, it wasn't anything where it was negative. It's all positive over here, family. And I just want to share with you all my cure. Let's get it. Made this track. It's called I Wonder. I hope you guys like it. Hey, I hope it makes you feel as though you're not alone in this world. And even if things look a little down, even if things are detrimental, keep your mind open to the wonderful possibilities of communicating and being able to be around people who truly love you. You never know who you might be inspiring. You never know who you might be encouraging. I wonder.
if y'all hears me when I pray. I wonder if y'all sees me when the skies are gray. I wonder if y'all knows I try so hard not to stray. I wonder if y'all will part the seas to make a way. I wonder will y'all help me see the better days. I wonder and I dream one day to fly away, to live, to give, to love. I wonder if my dreams are visions from above. When that's all you see, it's hard not to do. Police in the shot, wonder why we uproot gangs and classify murderers and shooters when they feed us no hope, mixed with a lack of care to polluters. And they sit back and wonder why we fuss, creating jail systems to put us, making money off of their lust. How can we thrive in the slums in America when we have no views but ghettos in our area? Wondering where all my tax dollars go. Make a political show, investing in media, weapon of destruction instead of means of production. How do you invest in war but not feed your country first? You see that we thirst. How can we thrive under a curse, living in these conditions? This is no superstition. I don't do no wishing, I call it faith, hoping for brighter days. I keep my head up, knowing that y'all will always make a way. I'm a leader, I'm a king, I'm a visionary, I'm a teacher, I'm a poet. Music's my seminary, painting these pictures, reading these scriptures. I know that I'm a victor, overcoming this world. Don't believe history, search the mystery and see the propaganda televised. And you see all the lies. A new world order conform or be torture. Rise of disorder, mental health crisis. We was fighting ISIS, now we fighting threats we can't even see. Make it make sense, what's reality? I wonder if y'all hears me when I pray. I wonder if y'all sees me when the skies are gray. I wonder if y'all knows I try so hard not to stray. I wonder if y'all will part the seas to make a way. I wonder will y'all help me see the better days. I wonder and I dream one day to fly away, to live, to give, to love. I wonder if my dreams are visions from above. Thoughts provoking, manners of self, truth. Who can plan good health? Who can sow good measure dealt? Who can live when death is felt? Who can see when light won't help? Who can judge when bad is right? Wrong is left behind in times. The sense of fathers nourished over time. Is it a crime to plant seeds that bring forth no fruit? Shall apples be bitter? Shall meats wither? Shall light grow if all is considerable? Spoken seasons as tokens. Rhymes tell times like math equations, or seek from which they have persuasions. Imagine the brain is a vast internet. Will you enter it or log out into captivity to give your body the lust that I can see? Who will be the light in the night, to lead in the fight, to be just in this teaching, planting fruits that taste right? Out of your mouth proceeds life, inheritance of the gift.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace. James chapter 3, verse 17 through 18.
I wonder if y'all hears me when I pray. I wonder if y'all sees me when the skies are gray. I wonder if y'all knows I try so hard not to stray. I wonder if y'all will part the seas to make a way. I wonder will y'all help me see the better days. I wonder and I dream one day to fly away, to live, to give, to love. I wonder if my dreams are visions from above.
I wonder if y'all hears me when I pray. I wonder if y'all sees me when the skies are gray. I wonder if y'all knows I try so hard not to stray. I wonder if y'all will part the seas to make a way. I wonder will y'all help me see the better days. I wonder and I dream one day to fly away, to live, to give, to love. I wonder if my dreams are visions from above. Till next time, family. Peace. Yeah. Why by the lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting harsh desires. Faith that anything is possible, probable. With God I'm unstoppable, can't deny denial. Life flowing through, living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion.